Take a moment to shine on Happy Camper Life. We're loving, living, and learning online on Happy Camper Life.
Hey guys, welcome back to My Camp. I'm Courtney. I'm your host of the My Camp podcast, and you are joining me live here in the HC. So I have a little story I want to tell. I want you to picture back. It was the summer of 1989. I was 12. It was the 20th anniversary of Woodstock, and I was all in, okay? As all in as I could be at 12 in 1989. I learned the music. I went to the library. I read all the books. I watched every TV special. Like I bought the special magazine. So you can imagine my delight as I'm doing research on Camp Winnarainbow, which is the camp that I'm so excited that we're welcoming here today to the HC, but to find out that it was founded by the hippie icon, okay, none other than Wavy Gravy. And if you are a 60s enthusiast, that name is definitely familiar. So like, of course, what does the hippie icon do after the age of the Aquarius? He starts a summer camp. And listen, just as a little shout out to Wavy Gravy, he is so much more than just having started the summer camp. Like that was quite a rabbit hole that I fell down. So welcome, Camp Winnarainbow, my two new friends, Osayande, the camp administrator, wearer of many hats, and Mayahuel, a camper advocate. So thank you guys so much for joining me here today in the HC. Now, I love a good origin story. We all love a good origin story. So can you just give us a little bit of the history, like what happened between the Summer of Love 1969 and 1975 when Wavy Gravy said, I need to start a summer camp called Camp Winnarainbow? Take me there.
Well, thank you so much for having both myself and Maya. It's a pleasure to be here. And so I've been told an origin story, and I'm sure Maya has heard a similar version of this story. And so essentially, since Wavy was, doing all of these shows, Woodstock, all these big hippie festivals, a lot of the musicians, again, it being the Summer of Love, children would be produced out of these events. And so, what are we going to do with these children that we have while, mom and dad are performing? We need someone to watch them, and that's where Wavy came in. And so it kind of grew out of that, from Wavy essentially being the child care provider, hippie icon clown for all of these young children.
Yeah,
that is another ultimate story. I just had a woman that I interviewed where it was like a mom who there was a need in the community, and you're going to start it yourself. So exactly. Look at that, like necessity is the mother of invention. And that is an awesome story. Oh my God.
I have to add that we don't reach the level and status that we have if it weren't for Johanna Romney, who is Wavy's wife. She essentially is the backbone and the mother of camp. We would not be a legitimate nonprofit organization. We would not be ACA certified. We would not have the respect that we get if it weren't for her hard work. So yes, the idea sprung from Wavy's connections with musicians and how well he worked with children, but to actually be, a legitimate business, that came from the hard work of his wife, John.
A woman. It took the hard work of a woman.
Right.
Let's just add that right there. Okay.
They
Amazing.
like to say that he made the fun, she made it legal and safe. And yesterday was her birthday, so shout out to Johanna.
Shout out, Ja.
So real quick, you just said it was someone's birthday.
It was Johanna.
So what do you do at camp when it's somebody's birthday? You have to do something something special. Tell me.
Do you want to say it?
No, all you. You go.
So at camp, when it's somebody's birthday, they get pied in the face, which is awesome. And a camper can choose to pie themselves, be pied by somebody, or pie somebody else. And the pie is really it. I mean, honestly, it's just a plate with whipped cream on it because it's summer camp and we're not baking pies.
Right.
But it is our tradition. It is our birthday tradition to be pied.
Yeah.
I like that. So I was in my research. I know your camp is kind of based on like two things. It's the show and the life show. Tell me about those.
Go ahead, Maya.
The show and the life show, or how to fall with a sense of humor, is what Wavy Gravy likes to say. We've got the show, which is the aerials, the unicycling, the improv, the juggling, gymnastics. And then we've got the life show, which is, really learning how to be a person with kindness and gratitude in your heart in the world. And a lot of those things are taught through balance and circus skills and learning how to fall. We have a falling class on the very first day of camp, and that can be translated into so many different types of falling that one might encounter as a person. And so, yes, the show and the life show are our two school of thoughts, and they come together in a really beautiful way to try to equip our children and our staff with the tools that they might need to take the love that they find and bring out into the world.
So whereas like the show is your 2 weeks at camp, and the life show you take with you forever on stage, right? That's the part that you take with you.
Yeah.
So did you guys go to camp? Are you Camp Winnarainbow alumni?
Oh yeah, big time. 20 something years, I think. I don't know what year is it. Started at 7. I'm 33 now, dating myself. So I missed one summer in between all of those. And yeah, started as a camper, went into our team leadership program, which I now oversee, and became an adult staff as a camper advocate, trained in some of the other supervisor positions that we have. And then when the opportunity presented itself to come into administration, I jumped on it. And yeah, I love what I do. But yeah, definitely started as an alumni, and Maya as well.
Yeah, a similar story. Started off at 7, have been going ever since. I'm 29, and same, just moved up through the teen leadership program and was a dance teacher and a gymnastics spotter for a while. And then when the opportunity presented itself to move into more supervision, or more, I guess, what would the other jobs be? Like camper advocate, supervisor roles, that kind of thing. Those things came naturally, and I moved into them, and I'm just super honored to be where I am now in camp.
What exactly is a camper advocate?
A camper advocate is somebody on a base level, somebody who's making sure that all of the campers are having their needs met, whether it be clothing or sleeping bag, or they're still hungry and it's 10 p.m. To emotional needs, little conversations here and there, guidance, those kinds of, just basically a little bridge, if you will, between the adults and the children, and just being there. And your job is just to be there and make yourself available to hold campers in whatever way that we can. And
awesome. I love it.
Is the OG camper advocate, trained me myself. He trained me. And so if you got anything to add to that, we'd love to hear it.
I mean, the only thing that I would add is that you're, as an advocate, you're also supporting staff members who are working very closely with the children. We get a lot of young staff, and not every young counselor comes with childcare experience. So as the advocate, essentially what you're doing is you're coaching them throughout a session. And some will seek out some more one-on-one work, but kind of overall, camper advocates are like holding down camp. Their responsibility is to like Maya said, is to maintain that every camper is safe and has every need met. If a conflict arises, and a staff person doesn't feel comfortable resolving that conflict, and they go and get a camper advocate. If a kid is having trouble sleeping at night, and the counselor, has worked a really long day, or has other responsibilities, and they'll radio for a camper advocate, or a camper advocate will come and resolve that nighttime sleeping issue. They kind of, as I have become kind of a jack of all trades for the organization, camper advocates are essentially the jack of all trades in camp.
Right.
And if any person needs anything, they know, if it's involving a camper, they know to go to an advocate.
That's a really great, like a great position to have. So
Yeah,
take
we're
me
hoping to bring them in
through-
for adults this year.
Oh yeah.
An adult advocate.
Oh, we need one. Oh my God. So take me through, I just watched your Day in the Life movie from Session A 2021. So take me through a day in the life of Camp Winnarainbow. Like it is, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to kind of paint a picture in the eyes of our listeners. Like it's teepees, giant teepees, and a rainbow in the middle. Like it is magic. Like who is the what camp is the hippie icon Wavy Gravy gonna be the founder of? One that looks just like you would imagine it. So what is a day in the life of a camper? What, do they have a name? Like do you call your campers anything like rainbowians or rainbows or anything like that?
All of our campers traditionally will come with something that they want to be called. We give everybody name tags, and so campers will come up with their camp name. Some TPs will decide on a theme for a session, and be like, we're the s'mores TP, and so all of the campers are little marshmallows, and the staff are the graham cracker and the chocolate. It really depends on the creativeness of the staff person. But a day in the life at camp, we wake up in the morning. There's cocoa always every morning ready. Campers can get up if they're campers that wake up early enough. If the sun's not out yet, they know to go back to sleep. If they wake up and they see that the sun's out and there's no one in the, we have a teepee circle of about 17 teepees. In the middle of that is a fire pit, and so we have a staff person that will come out and essentially act as like supervision in the early morning time, help campers that may be having trouble getting from their teepees up to the kitchen. So if there's a person out there, the campers know it's cocoa time. They'll get up, they'll head up to the kitchen, get a cup of cocoa. And for those that are like their sleep, as I do, there's extended time, so there's a conch that will blow that essentially signals, hey, it's cocoa time. If you're not up within the next 10 or 15 minutes, cocoa's gone. And so we blow that conch, it signals to the whole community what time it is. And then another conch will blow, and then that's all right, it's morning circle time. It's time to get up. It's time to come to the kitchen. And so the kids will slowly, and the staff will make their way up to the kitchen for breakfast circle. And Maya, you want to go into breakfast circle? We can kind of go back and forth.
So
Tag team.
We'll go back and forth. Yeah. Breakfast circle is basically we make a circle right outside the kitchen, which is all outdoors. And we have our fearless song leaders that come and lead us in some songs for the morning.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
All right, you said songs, so share with me a camp song. What's one of your favorite camp songs that you would sing at breakfast circle?
Well, it's not necessarily written at camp, but we do sing Here
Comes
the Sun very often by the Beatles in the morning.
That is what I was thinking.
Oh wait, Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. I just can't think of what that sounds like. You might need to sing it for me. Can I have a few bars of that?
Here comes the sun.
Do-do-do-do.
Here comes the sun. And I said, it's all right.
Oh, I remember it now.
Yeah, that's how that one goes.
That one. Okay. All right.
But yeah, we have breakfast circle. We hear some announcements. It's also a really wonderful time for staff or camper advocates to make visual checks that everyone is there. Good morning. No one's covered in something they shouldn't be covered in. Have you showered today? You still have cocoa on your face from 3 days ago. That kind of vibe. So we'll have breakfast circle. We'll go eat breakfast. We'll go head down back into the teepee circle. It's a short walk. It's a 5-minute walk everywhere in camp, pretty much. Head back to our teepees, clean up, get changed, get ready for the day. And then we have a wonderful morning reading, which is we all head to the theater and we sit, and in our day, and a little bit less these days, but still definitely, Wavy Gravy will read to us from the birthday book, different children's stories, his own book, different wonderful stories that he will tell the story and the camp, and then he'll lead us all in a morning meditation to welcome in the day. Lots of breathing in, we calm our body, breathing out, we smile, sending love and cold lemonade to all four corners of the universe.
Wait,
And then
wait. You breathe in and you, what, say that again?
Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile, sending love and cold lemonade to all four corners of the universe. Breathing in, I calm my body and I take in this wonderful moment. Breathing out, I know it's a wonderful moment. Give it to me, Os. Ready? Yes.
Yes.
God, I want to spread cold lemonade throughout the universe and in my body. That was incredible. I'm gonna have to write that down. We're gonna talk when this is over. That was so great. Oh, I'm like so pumped.
So after
so where were we? What happens now?
After our collective meditation, we move into warm-ups. We warm up our body. We get our bodies ready for our circus skills that we're going to learn that day, or our improv skills, or singing. So we have different kinds of warm-ups that we do for a while, and then we'll go to classes. And Os, if you want to pick it up at classes.
Yeah. So warm-ups, and then after warm-ups, we go back to the theater, and then all of our teachers will come up on stage. We'll wait until everyone's there. Again, we blow a conch to signal everything. We blow a conch. We have amazing conches. I'm not sure exactly where they came from. I'm sure someone within our community does know. But we blow these loud conches to signal, hey, something's going on. It's an all camp gathering time. So after warm-ups, the conch will blow. We'll all meet in the theater. And then our teachers will assemble an arc on the stage. And then one by one, they'll announce their classes. And this is an opportunity for our teachers to really bring their creativity and to also get kids excited about the day and about the classes. And so sometimes there'll be like a little song that they'll sing, or there'll be a skit, or the way that it's announced, depending on who is kind of leading the day, they'll be announced with some kind of flair. And then children essentially will go to classes. Some of our classes, because of ratio or, because of equipment, we have to pick, so teachers will, essentially, who wants to come to this class this morning? I'm doing a beginner's trapeze. If you've never been on a trapeze before, raise your hand, and they'll go through and pick. And so throughout the day, there'll be like different level classes and different types of classes so that everyone will get an opportunity. That happens with unicycles because you only have so many, with stilts because you only have so many. And so with a lot of them, some of the other different classes, but some classes, can take as many as will come. Improv, you usually see a large group of children with improv. And so it just varies. So we have 2 periods of that. So first period, second period, again, conch blows to signal transition. After that second period, we all come back to the theater for lunch announcements. And so essentially, it's very similar to the class announcements. Lunch announcements, specific counselors will have a supervision job or an activity schedule in a particular zone of camp. In the afternoon, we allow for a lot of free time, which I know some other camps don't do, but we allow for our campers to use that time to do whatever they want. If you want to, we have a lake, a beautiful lake. You want to go to the lake and swim, by all means, go to the lake. If you want to hang out in your teepee, take a nap, by all means. So teachers will come up and announce, hey, I'm going to be at the lake from, 2 to 3, come and swim. Or I'm going to be going on a nature walk at 3:45, meet me behind the stage and, make sure you got closed-toed shoes. Or I'm going on a creek walk. Or Art Grove is open from 2:30 to 4, come and do some free art. Or I'm doing this project and I could really use your help. And so we do that. And then after those lunch announcements, we all TPs go and they meet with their TP groups. This is an opportunity for the adults to, again, kind of do a check-in, make sure that all their kids are there, and to really see how their day is going, see how their session is going. We encourage our counselors to really connect with the children in that moment, look into their eyes, like, see if their lips are super chapped, make sure that they fill their water bottle up. Did they put on sunscreen? If they're not, they definitely need it before going to the lake. So do a quick sunscreen check. And then we all go up for lunch at the kitchen. And lunch is, we have an incredible kitchen staff, first and foremost, I just want to say. And so the meals that they prepare are incredible. And there is something for everyone. And if it's not in the meal, we have a beautiful and nutritious salad bar that has greens from our garden. We have a huge, it's not our garden, but there is a garden on the property that we do get produce from. So it's full of produce from our garden, house-made dressings, always freshly made, fresh made croutons, pickled onion. There's like, there are things for everyone. No one comes to this place and goes hungry. I'll just say that. It's one of my favorite things about camp. One, not having to cook for myself, and two, just having so many different healthy options. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite meal, like a meal that kids look forward to when they come to camp?
For kids or for me? For kids?
Well, both. I want to know both,
so
because as a staff
children,
member, I can appreciate a good meal.
So the children, our first night every night, we do pizza night. Everybody, I mean, you won't really find someone who doesn't love a good piece of pizza. So that's
Right.
one of the things the kids love. Now, me, I am a big proponent of burger night. And it was taken away for a period of time, and I protested. I gave a silent protest. I wasn't eating beef stroganoff. I was only doing salad bar, and sure enough, burger night is back. So I'm happy about that. That's my favorite. And then salad bar at lunch is like top.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Maya.
No, I would definitely say salad bar is where it's at. I am a big fan of this thing called Macabuya, which is something that the kitchen kind of invented to replace just, mac and cheese with the like gooey American cheese. Now we have Macabuya that is tomatoes and sausage and Parmesan, and just, it's so good. It's so delicious. Everyone loves it. That's definitely my favorite. And
say that again. Say that again. Macabuya.
Macabuya. Mm-hmm.
Well,
we
that's
even have a song for it.
Oh, all right, we gotta hear the Macabuya song.
It's just based off of the classic Hallelujah.
Okay.
We say Macabuya. Macabuya.
Exactly.
Right. Oh my God, that is so great. Because one of the questions that I'm going to ask, I'll ask it right now, is so many words and vocabulary are so unique to different camps, right? So like if you were gonna say to Osayande, hey, that Macabuya last night was really good, nobody else would have any idea what you're talking about. So are there any other Winnarainbownian words that are only a camp Winnarainbow would know?
Winnarainbisms is what we call them.
Ooh,
yes.
Winnarainbisms. All right, give me a couple more Winnarainbisms.
Oh, so many. I mean, there are certain areas in camp that have names that, people would just think, oh, there's another wooded area. But like, no, that's the leaf grove, or that's the East Bay stage. Like, what are you talking about? We're in Mendocino County. There is no East Bay. It's like, no, well, that's the East Bay stage.
Mm-hmm.
Or electrified. Getting electrified is a term we use to describe someone that has essentially passed all their qualifications to become a stilt walker. And so that originated in some traditionally Black churches that get very
electrified.
They get electrified, yeah, when the preacher's preaching and the choir's singing, and so it brought on the term electrified. There's a whole clap and routine that's done when someone
Oh, well,
steps over the
can you-
giant pillow?
Well,
I
what
can
is
do
it?
it. Here, I'll try.
Try it.
So let's see. I'm spotting the kid. They step over the pillow. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Electrify. Electrify. Hey.
I feel it. I feel
There
it.
you go.
I'm electrified.
Exactly.
Oh, that was
So you gotta
so
come.
good.
You gotta get qualified on stilts to be electrified.
I love it. All right, so now is the time on my camp, because my camp, that we play games. And one of my favorite things that I like to play is called Bring That Thing, Bring That Thing, where we ask you to bring a thing, and I'm going to try to guess it. So, Mayahuel or Osayande, I think you said you were
Yes.
going to play this one. All right.
I am gonna play this one.
All right.
Are
Do
we
you
ready? Ready
have
right now?
yes.
Don't show it. Don't show it.
Oh,
They have
don't
to
show
guess
it.
Yeah. No, don't show it to me. Give me,
Okay.
tell me something about your thing.
This is a thing that is received by campers on the last night of a session. Every camper gets one. It's personalized for them. And when they receive it in front of all of camp. So every camper gets the opportunity to receive this thing, and they get to receive it in front of an audience. And it's really just a celebration, like, hey, you did it, you made it through. Here's the thing that you're getting that everyone will get, and you'll take it home and you show your family, and they go, oh wow, you got this thing. What a cool thing you got.
All right. Is it a friendship bracelet?
No.
Okay. Is it, can you wear it? Is it something you put on?
I mean, no, not really.
Can I give a
A
clue?
tie-dye. Yes,
Okay.
please.
Sometimes when you get this thing, you might want to make a speech.
You get an award. You get a certificate.
That's it. You get an award. And so this is the award
Yes,
that
it
was
is.
given to a day camper, Suleiman, one of my favorite young children. And this is his award. He does not live local. So this summer when I see him, I'm going to give it to him. And it's been sitting on my desk since day camp. But as you can see, the counselors did a really cool little pattern in there. And the ones for resident camp, they look very similar, but they have a different artwork done on them that was done actually by Wavy Gravy's son.
So do you have like and I'm sorry I didn't ask this earlier. You said day camp. So is it a resident camp and a day camp? Tell me about that a little bit.
At the start of the pandemic, like every other business, we didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't know, everything was fluid. So we didn't know what we would be allowed to do. And then because we have resident camp in such a small community up in Mendocino County, we didn't want to bring 250 people up into that small community, especially with no vaccine had been created at the time. So through a lot of meetings and a lot of conversations, we thought that we could provide a childcare service for families whose children weren't going to be in school. And once out of school, once that school year ended, one, they were being asked to, log in school from your computer, no outside time. And then so they were missing that social interaction. And then, of course, parents being professional need a place for their children to be while they work. And so we called around 1,000,001 different places. I sent out an email to all of the team staff families, the team leader families from previous years. It's like, hey, we need a space in the Bay Area to run this program. And we looked, we searched on the different Craigslist and sites that we could potentially even buy instead of rent. And I got an email back from a family who said, hey, I'm on the board of the East Bay Waldorf School. We're looking for someone to rent on our facility because our school's closed. And it worked out perfectly. So we did day camp for 2 years. And this year we're not doing it, but we are hoping to bring back day camp the following year. And it essentially acts as an opportunity for parents and families to kind of see what our programming is all about. before they make the decision to, send them to overnight. Because for a lot of families, it can be scary to send your kid off
Yes.
to a place
Yes.
that they've never been, that you've never been. And for some, they haven't been away from their adults for an extended period of time. So it's a big step, and it requires a lot of trust. And so the day camp program allows us to kind of build up that trust with the families and with the kids.
Mhm.
So how many kids are you going to see this summer?
Total?
Yeah, like how many kids? How many campers are you going to see this summer?
Let me
Total.
check.
Maybe
I can
like,
pull up. Go ahead.
I mean, it's like roughly 150 a session.
Per session.
And we're running 4 sessions this summer.
Okay.
No, three. So
450 kids.
yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of kids.
That's a lot. So tell our
Not
listeners.
including day campers and trade campers.
Right.
Wow. All right. That's a lot. You're going to be really making a difference in the lives of a lot of kids this summer. And that's so incredible. Thank you for what you guys do. How can our My Camp listeners find out more about you? Is there any kind of need or specific ask that you want to ask our listeners? How can they find out more about you? Give us your elevator pitch.
We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's an easy Google, Camp Winnarainbow, win with 2 N's, a rainbow. And you can find us there. You can find our dates and our rates. And we also have a very, very wonderful and long time scholarship program where we are always accepting donations. Always, always, always. And
Yes.
Oath, do you want to tell the listeners about our special ask?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, Maya is exactly right. Our scholarship program is always accepting donations. And one of the reasons that I got into camp was because I wanted to provide the camp opportunity to children whose families couldn't afford it. And so our scholarship program does that. If you're listening to this, sponsor a kid. If not for this year, sponsor them for next year. Go on our website, campwinnarainbow.org. There's a button that should say donate now right there. Click on it. And then you can choose to donate to our scholarship program. You can choose to donate to our general fund, which goes to kind of some of the maintenance things that we need to be done around the property, maintaining our office, maintaining the salaries of the folks that are doing this hard work. So please give as much as you can. If you want more information, like Maya mentioned already, social media is going to be a big thing. And then also on our website. And you can also, give us a call, give our office a call. I'm probably going to pick up the phone, and I'm glad we tell you whatever you want to know.
Amazing. So I cannot end this without playing my favorite camp game. I cannot believe I forgot the 7-second challenge. Are you ready to play the 7-second challenge? All right. I like it. Mayahuel, I feel your energy. You will have 7 seconds to complete 2 challenges. Are you ready? Challenge number 1. All right. You have 7 seconds to name all 7 dwarfs. Go.
Grumpy, sleepy, dopey, happy, bashful. Oh.
A forever man. I don't know if I can do it. And you're in California. So you're in California and I'm in Florida. There's no excuse for not knowing the 7 dwarfs, right?
Yeah.
I would not know one of them. So good job by you, man.
Yay. All right. And for you, all right, Osayande, this will be for you. You have 7 seconds to come up with an original word and define it. Go.
Whoa.
Crilility. Crilility is the way in which we smile at one another.
Ah.
Crilility.
Love.
Oh, I have enjoyed talking to you guys so much, and really on my own learning and watching the videos from Camp Winnarainbow. I encourage all of my listeners, you want to fall down some amazing rabbit holes, Google Wavy Gravy and see all the amazing things that he has not just done. He's not just a hippie, he's done so many incredible things, not just for children, but for his other SIVA Foundation that helps provide medical stuff for underprivileged. Like, he's really goes above and beyond. And I think it's a great example of when you take someone who's has had a remarkable existence. I mean, the stories that he has to tell just about those hippie days are remarkable, but to use that is remarkable existence to do remarkable things, it's magic. And so I am going to leave you guys with the words of your founder, but mostly we're just going to try to be groovy and spread that grooviness through everybody, man. Peace and love. Thank you guys for joining me.
Amen.
I'll save a s'more for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take a moment to shine.